Brock.
A number divided by 5.
Alright, number 2 was half x plus 2. Alright, so how do we write this one, Ace?
Half times a number plus 2.
Half times a number what?
Plus 2.
Okay. Number 3 was 6 plus k. How do we write that one, Christian?
6 plus a number.
Alright, number 4 was 5x. Cooper?
5 times a number.
Alright, number 5, I don't know what number 5 was. Caleb.
It is 32 divided by x, and what I said was 32 divided by a number.
Alright, so moving forward, actually no, let's do one more. What was number 6? River.
It was 8 minus
8 minus which number?
in
M? 8 minus M? Alright, and then what did you write?
8 subtracted by number.
Subtracted by. Alright, so for the next 6, I don't want to hear divided by, plus, times, or subtracted. You have to use a different word. Because those are the basic ones, so let's use,
If we had that on our paper, that we just say
that's fine, yep, that's perfectly fine with me. I want to improve our vocabulary a little bit. Alright, Leve, what was the expression?
It's 4x.
Okay,
So 4 multiplied by a number.
perfect. Alright, Michaela.
4 multiplied by a number increased by a product of 5 multiplied by a number.
So give me the expression first. Like, what was the expression?
4t plus 5. 4t plus 5.
Oh, 4, I thought you said 14 on mine.
Yeah.
So 4t plus 5, 2.
5t.
5t?
Letter T. Yeah.
Okay, so say it again, I'm sorry.
4 multiplied by a number increased by a product of 5 multiplied by a number.
Okay, so 4 multiplied by a number. You said increased by the product. Nice. 5 and a number. Alright. Number 9 was t squared plus 1. Joseph.
A number squared, a number squared. Number, the sum.
So if you're not sure, just go back to that first page that we did this week and pick a different saying for, I can't even find the page. Like for addition, look here and just pick a different word.
Increased by.
Increased by what?
1.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't.
No, you're good. Alright, number 10 was 2t plus 4? Minus 4. Alright, Jack.
2 You say, don't say multiply?
Well, we've used
Don't say
multiply
times.
twice
Say
now,
times.
you can't use times, so you gotta use either something other than times or multiply.
The product of two and a number decreased by four.
Perfect. Alright, number 11 was x to the fourth or x squared?
X to the fourth.
Okay, alright, Cooper?
A number to the fourth power.
And number 12 was 3x. Anthony, do 3x for me. 3 times the number. I'll take it.
That's what I put.
Alright, so how did you guys do overall? Did you get them all right? Sorry, you can't see those last. How do we feel about translating expressions?
Good, good.
Me, good.
Alright, just kind of last day that we're gonna really focus on it, doesn't mean it's gonna go away, just means it's not a topic for us as much anymore. Alright, so on the next page, everybody should have gotten this paper, I passed them out, so they are face down. Make sure everybody gets one. Does it require us to talk? Alright, so your essential question for today. How does knowing and understanding the order of operations help us simplify expressions and solve equations? Oops, sorry. Alright, give me a thumbs up when you have this written down. Alright, so again, this is a review. This is not something that is new to you guys. You guys have seen PIMDAS, you've heard PIMDAS, you've done PIMDAS. Alright, so pick wisely in your colors, I'll tell you that much. The first thing that you always look for is parentheses. And I can never spell this word right, ever. See, I told you I was gonna spell it wrong. Okay. And then I want you to just simply outline the P with the color that you pick. Alright, and parentheses also are represented obviously with those, but you will also see them with brackets. Alright, and brackets will look like this. the first thing. Alright, the next thing, or the second thing that you're always looking for is your exponents. Alright, and you have the root number or base number on the bottom, and then the exponent is always the number that is on, like, up in the corner, okay? Alright, so I like to do big number and small number, that's what that says right there. So big number, small number. Alright, the third thing that you do is multiplication or division. Why do we change it from and division and we change it to or division? Michaela?
Because if division is first, we do division first and not multiplication.
Right. So it's left to right, so whichever comes first in the left, going to the right. That is why we no longer say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, because we don't want you guys getting stuck in your heads thinking that my dear is the order which you go. Okay, it's multiplication or division. It's not one or then the other, always. And then the fourth thing that you do is addition or subtraction. And again, how do we know which one goes first? Hunter?
Left to right.
Left to right. So whichever appears first in the problem. Alright, give me a thumbs up when you have this written down. down here at the very bottom, there's just a tad bit of information that you do need to know. We've already kind of talked about this, but always multiply from left to right. Always add from left to right. And inside your parentheses, always follow order of operation. Which again, I know we know, but it's just good to have that reiterated to us. So here comes the fun part. And by fun, I don't mean fun. We are going to do an example, and whatever color you made your letter is the color you have to use in the example.
Oh, God.
What that means is, I'm gonna show you. So, our example, my thing will focus. We are doing 17 minus 5 squared
Oh,
divided by, oh, I did the wrong one for exponent. Ah, see? Got to attention. Divided by 2 plus 3. Alright, so what is the first thing that we are looking for? The first thing that we're looking for. Live Okay, and Live, what's going on inside of those parentheses? Alright, so we're gonna do 2 plus 3 is, alright, so bring down your 5 and repeat everything else. Alright, what do we look for next? What do we look for next? Ethan?
multiplication or division?
Nope.
Of exponent.
Exponents. Do we have an exponent? Yes, we do. So this becomes what? No.
Oh, 5 times
5 times 5, which gives you 25. So now you have 17 minus 25 divided by 5. Alright, what do we look for next? Michaela, okay, what do you see? Alright, so we're gonna do 25 divided by 5, which gives me what? And then the last thing we're looking for is addition or subtraction, which we have subtraction, which is 17 minus 5 gives me 12. Now, for those of us who struggle with the order, I do encourage you to write this next to your problem, and as you're going, you're crossing off the parts that you have. Okay? Not something you have to do, something that might help for those of us who are a little bit more visual than others. Alright, those are your notes. Do them into your notebook. Huh? I would highly recommend you leave them out. Once you get this glued in, go ahead, turn the page, and I need you to label the next left page, PEMDAS challenge. Would you like to get numbers? Show you two separate photos that have, no, that's the top. Alright, so, in previous years, because, I just love my children so much.
You wanna make us do something?
You wanna
No.
get, and you're allowed to go outside?
No, yeah, absolutely not, never again. I used to make my children solve problems with PIMDAS the first day using the colors that you put in your notes. So every problem that you encounter, you would essentially have to rewrite using the colors.
No.
I'm not.
Thank you.
There is one thing that you do need to know though. I would definitely recommend writing it up here. But you need to know for today that a negative times a negative becomes a positive. A negative times a positive becomes a negative. You're gonna need to know that. Alright? I would write this down somewhere that you have on your paper. Now, the rules are going to be extremely simple. You must show all of your work. You have an example of all of your work that I expect to see. I do not expect to see you go from 17 minus 5 squared divided by the product of 2 plus 3 to 12. You can't go from here to here. You must show all of your steps. That's why we did this in our notes. So, for example, if your first problem, which is going to be everybody's first problem, 12 divided by 4 times 7 minus 18. You cannot go straight from there to your answer. You have to show me the elimination of parentheses, exponents, addition, or multiplication, division, and addition, subtraction. So if I'm looking at this, what is the first thing I come across? What's the first thing I come across? Raheem. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 4, which gives me 3. And then I'm going to bring everything down. Then, what's the next thing I come across? Multiplication. So 3 times 7 gives me 21 minus 18. And then obviously the last thing for me to do is that subtraction, which gives me 3, and I'm going to circle my number. If your group comes up and hands me their paper and says we're done, and you don't have work on it, your group is disqualified. Disqualified, which means you then have to go back to your original seat and finish the rest of the page, or fix the page all on your own. Okay? This is what I expect. This is what you are going to give to me. Is there anything that you do not understand about the expectations of what I'm going to see? All right. You have front and back. And there are 24 in the front. In the back. There are 48 questions that you have to do. Now, your prize, because everybody wants to know the prize, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Your prize, you get, I'm going to give you 2 things, possibly 3. But you get a automatic 100 on your next quiz or test. Some of you guys really need that. And you get a free day to be outside with your group members. No matter what we're doing on in here, you are outside enjoying yourself. Okay?
Are we get excused from all the assignments? Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Why would I hold you responsible if I'm giving you a free day and saying you can go outside?
Common sense.
We have not. Yeah, it's a day to just, you can sit outside, you can sit in here and be on your iPad. It's a free day for you to do what you want.
Alright, everybody, do this so you get it right.
Huh? Yeah, sure, group. Oh, like you're a team.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you're a team.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just only one group?
Yeah, only one group.
First
Yeah,
to
it's,
finish?
huh?
First to finish, yeah.
It's first to get a 100.
Okay.
Yes, Caleb, what was your question?
That.
Yes, so it's the first group to finish with all of your work shown, no skipping, none. You skip one thing, automatic disqualification. Okay? And it's a group effort. So at any point in time, I can call your group and I'm gonna call somebody up, and if they don't have the work that's supposed to be on there, group is disqualified. Yes.
So, like, when you did 21 minus 18, you have to write, like, that specific question down, or can you just, like, go straight through?
You can do what I did. Like, you can do, like, where we just did 12 divided by 4 gives me 3. But you can't do, yeah, you can't go 12 times 18. Or 12 minus 18. Or, you know, you have to show me each elimination of each thing. Okay? Yes.
Do we have to decide as a group on what day the free day is?
Okay. Anything else?
What is the multiplied prize?
I might, depending on how well we do, I might reward you with some food as well. I might. But that's 100% on how much complaining and moaning and perturbedness I get when I look at your papers and realize that y'all didn't show your work. Yes. Annoying. Mad. All right, you are not allowed to start yet until everybody gets their paper. You should not be starting yet. Yes, you are working together as a group. You're not separating, hey, you do this problem, this problem, this problem. No. Because again, if I call you up and people are not on the same problem, automatically disqualified. You do everything in your notebook. Okay, guys. Okay, don't start. No. Yeah, we already did the first one. No. No. Don't start. You're not starting yet. Ready, to go. It also has to be legible.